Welcome back to Fang Channel. Welcome, everyone, to the latest map in Farming Simulator 25. Today, we're diving into this Riverbend Springs map in a new way. No tractors or heavy machines, just me, my motorbike. Welcome to Riverbend Springs. Today, we're exploring one of the most scenic maps in Farming Simulator 25. From the rumble of the motorbike under me to the smell of fresh earth and pine, this map has an immersive beauty that feels both serene and wild. The engine purrs as I coast down the main road, winding through stunning landscapes where farmland meets forest and rivers run through wide open fields. Riverbend Springs is a dream for farming fans who crave that blend of rustic charm and raw nature. The first stretch of road takes me past endless rows of golden fields, already alive with activity.
I'm glad you're here to continue the family business. The fact that you're about to take over the farm makes your pops quite happy, not gonna lie. When your father told me on a visit that he didn't want what I built here, I thought that was it. He even called it a dung heap when he left in his fancy suit. And then he stepped into manure on the way to his car. It's okay that he does his own thing, but I thought I had to sell the farm. Thanks to you, it can stay in the family. You don't know what that means to me. Otherwise, your crazy uncle might have turned it into an amusement park with the main attraction of catching chickens on the fields or something. Anyway, let's not talk about that just now. I can tell you some stories later. And just so you know, I'm not out of the picture just yet. I'm here if you need me. Just like your friendly neighbors you should talk to sometime. They're nice people. A bit strange perhaps, but still delightful in their own ways. So, do you want me to give you a quick tour and show you some things? Okay, kiddo, I trust you. So go ahead. This farm is your farm now.
I can see tractors moving in the distance, and I imagine the work it would take to cultivate and manage this land. Riverbend Springs is a perfect blend of wide-open farmland and untamed wilderness, offering a unique farming experience that feels closer to nature than ever.
Oh, hi. You're Walter's grandkid, aren't you? I'm Katie. Let me welcome you to our small town. As I just said, I'm Katie. I took over but I'll tell you. So what can I do for you? I specialize also our recent additions. It's quite an eclectic ensemble of creatures, if I can say so myself. If you want to dip your toes into animal husbandry, come to me. I'm not only dealing with I've been working with animals all my life, you see. Even when traveling the world, I occupied myself, and I collected some stories on the way, if you're interested sometime. Anyway, I'm sure we'll have time to talk again.
Riverbend Springs, featured in Farming Simulator 25, is an expansive North American map where water plays a central role. The map is built around winding rivers, creeks, and streams, with features like piers, docks, and floating houses, creating an immersive environment for farming. The community is further enriched by new elements like a farmer's market, where players can trade goods through interactive selling stands, enhancing the game's realism. The map also highlights historical landmarks, including old grain elevators, paper mills, and brick buildings, offering a glimpse into the past of the region. The integration of water physics, such as rice farming, adds a unique dynamic to the gameplay. Whether exploring nature, navigating the waterways, or interacting with local businesses, Riverbend Springs offers a blend of historical charm and modern farming experiences. The heart of Riverbend, rolling fields and open skies. As I gain speed, the landscape opens up, revealing massive fields stretching under a clear blue sky. The farmland here is vast, with each field taking on a character of its own. Some fields are flat and expansive, perfect for large-scale crops, while others have a gentle roll to them, offering just enough slope to make each harvest a little challenging. This mix of terrain keeps things interesting, whether you're planting rows of wheat or experimenting with new crops. The road dips and curves, taking me closer to the edge of a sprawling river. This river, which winds its way through the heart of the map, is the lifeblood of Riverbend Springs. It provides water for the fields and a calming backdrop as I ride along. The riverbanks are lined with trees, casting long shadows over the fields in the late afternoon sun. Riding along the river is one of those simple pleasures that makes Riverbend Springs feel like a place you want to spend hours exploring. Crossing the river, bridges and hidden paths. As I reach a wooden bridge that spans the river, I can't resist stopping to take in the view. The water rushes beneath me, clear and fast, reflecting the colors of the sky and the surrounding greenery. The bridge is just one of the many crossings on this map, each offering a different perspective of Riverbend Springs. Crossing the bridge, I take a narrow path leading up into the hills. The motorbike handles the incline well, and soon I'm surrounded by a dense forest. This section of Riverbend Springs is wild and untouched, with logging trails that feel like secret passages into the heart of the wilderness. The sound of birds mixes with the soft crunch of gravel under the tires, creating an atmosphere that feels both peaceful and alive. Specialty crops and equipment, tailored for the land. Leaving the town behind, I head toward fields dedicated to specialty crops. Riverbend Springs allows players to grow crops like cotton, corn, and sunflowers, each one suited to the land's fertile soil. As I pass these fields, I imagine the different machinery required to work them. This map comes with equipment tailored specifically to the demands of the landscape, from wide harvesters for large fields to small, agile tractors for navigating narrow paths. The motorbike gives me the freedom to explore every nook and cranny, and as I ride, I come across equipment unique to the map's forestry and crop needs. Specialized gear, from irrigation setups to custom plows, offers players more control and variety. Farming on Riverbend Springs is about working with the land, adapting to its quirks, and making the most of what each field and forest offers. The logging area, forest trails, and resource management. As I venture into another section of forest, I enter Riverbend Springs logging area. This part of the map is dedicated to forestry, with trails that snake through dense groves of trees. The motorbike's nimble enough to handle the rough terrain, and soon I'm navigating narrow paths lined with towering pines. The logging area isn't just for looks, it's a fully functional part of the map where players can harvest timber, plant new trees, and manage resources. Logging here feels like an adventure in itself, with the landscape constantly changing as trees are cut and new ones grow. The trails are designed for careful maneuvering, and the satisfaction of managing a sustainable forest is unlike any other experience on Farming Simulator 25. Seasons and weather, a dynamic landscape. The day turns to dusk as I ride through Riverbend Springs, and the map takes on a whole new character. In spring, the fields are green and alive with new growth. In summer, the river sparkles in the sunlight. Autumn brings warm, golden colors, and in winter, the landscape is blanketed in snow, turning fields and forests into a quiet wonderland. The seasonal changes are more than just visual, they impact gameplay, requiring players to adapt their farming strategies. Crops must be planted and harvested at the right times, and livestock needs extra care during harsh winters. These dynamic seasons make Riverbend Springs feel real and immersive, a place where time flows with the natural rhythms of the land.
Hey there, neighbor. If it is not nice to meet you, I don't know what is. I'm David. Call me Dave if you want to. Don't have to. Sure am, buddy. I mean, aren't you in this beautiful place? Welcome to the neighborhood. Saw you moving in the other day. I'm new here too. I came here almost 2 years ago, so I'm still a newbie in the eyes of the townfolk, and probably will be for a long time. Especially since I don't have a farming background and came from the city. Did something completely different before. What brings you here, buddy? Funny where you end up sometimes. I think we're gonna be on good terms, friend. Let's talk some more and get to know each other when you're settled in. I'll definitely tell you about all the mistakes I made so far. But more importantly, you want to avoid taunt. So, feel free to come by and chat me up anytime, but I'll take some time for you. If I don't, I'm busy. But that doesn't mean I don't love you anymore. Got it? I'll
The town center, social hubs, and community spirit. Back on the main road, I steer the motorbike toward Riverbend Springs small town center. This quaint village is a hub of social activity with shops, markets, and a town square where farmers gather to trade goods and catch up on local news. The buildings are styled in rustic architecture, giving the town an old-world charm that feels inviting and warm. The town isn't just for decoration, it's a functional part of the map. Here, players can sell produce, buy supplies, and take on missions from local residents. The town square is bustling, and there's a sense of community that's hard to find in other maps.
Last time I saw
Interacting with the
you were
villagers
playing
gives
in
Riverbend
Countdown.
Springs a real sense of
Remember
place,
me?
making you
I'm
feel
Ben.
like part of a larger, interconnected
Some call me by
world.
my nickname, Helper B. You know, Walter hired me as a helper some 35 years ago. He showed me everything back then. He and his wife welcomed me to the family. Did I want... In a way, you could say I got stuck. But I tell you what, I don't have to travel the world and reinvent. Then you should do. And you know, but let's get back to the present. The last few months have been a challenge. I tell you that. Walter is getting older, and I'm not getting younger either. However, since it was set in stone that you'd take over, his mood instantly turned around. Tell me, are you nervous about taking over? Sure you will. I remember my first day at the farm. But don't worry, we'll get you up to speed. This place may seem big and... Well, since that's probably why he sent you to me. I'm an avid... However, if you come to me, I can help you make sure every... As your grandpa always says, a watched crop never fails. Whenever you need me, kid. See ya.
Why Riverbend Springs is a must-visit in FS25. As I pull the motorbike to a stop and take in the last rays of sunlight over Riverbend Springs, I'm reminded of why this map stands out. It's not just a place to farm, it's a world of its own. With expansive fields, bustling towns, tranquil rivers, and dense forests, this map has a depth and beauty that's unmatched. Riverbend Springs is a paradise for players who appreciate the details, the way sunlight filters through trees, the quiet flow of a river, the bustling life of a small farming community. Every road, field, and forest trail tells a story, inviting players to explore, farm, and immerse themselves in a farming experience that feels as boundless as the land itself. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more adventures in Farming Simulator 25. And remember, Riverbend Springs is waiting for you, ready to be explored one road, one field, and one season at a time. See you in next video. Thanks you for watching my channel. I hope you enjoy it.